The door swung open without a knock, and there stood Oliver, my straight best friend since freshman year, frozen in the doorway as I scrambled for a towel. My heart pounded like a drum in my chest, the room spinning from the sheer embarrassment of being caught completely naked after a shower. But what happened next shattered everything I thought I knew about our friendship, pulling us into a whirlwind of emotions that neither of us saw coming. I met Oliver back in college, at a dingy freshman orientation party in Boston where the beer was cheap and the conversations were even cheaper. He was the kind of guy who commanded a room without trying, tall, broad-shouldered, with that effortless charm that made everyone laugh. Me? I was Alex, the quiet art major from a small town in Ohio, still figuring out my place in the world, especially after realizing I was gay in high school and keeping it mostly under wraps. Oliver and I bonded over late-night video games and shared complaints about our professors, and before long we were inseparable. He was straight as an arrow, dating girls left and right, while I navigated my crushes in silence, careful not to let anything slip that might ruin what we had. Fast forward 5 years, and we were roommates in a cramped apartment in Chicago, chasing our dreams in the big city. Oliver worked as a marketing exec, always in sharp suits and with a string of casual dates, while I freelanced as a graphic designer, sketching logos and dreaming of something more meaningful. Our life was routine, mornings with coffee and banter, evenings with pizza and movies. But underneath it all, I'd harbored a quiet affection for him. Not the obsessive kind, just a warmth that made our friendship feel deeper to me. I never acted on it. Oliver was straight, and I respected that boundary like a sacred line. That fateful afternoon, I'd just gotten home from the gym, sweat-soaked and eager for a shower. The apartment was empty, or so I thought. Oliver had mentioned he'd be out late at a client meeting, so I didn't bother locking the bathroom door. After drying off, I stepped into our shared bedroom to grab clothes, towel loosely around my waist. It slipped as I bent over my drawer, and that's when the door burst open. "Hey, Alex, you won't believe what—" Oliver's words cut off mid-sentence. His eyes widened, and he stood there, keys dangling from his hand, staring at my bare form. Time froze. I grabbed the towel from the floor, wrapping it around myself clumsily, my face burning hotter than a summer sidewalk. "Oliver, what the hell?" "Not much," I yelped, my voice cracking with humiliation. He blinked, shook his head, and backed out, mumbling, "Sorry, man, I didn't. I thought you were out." The door clicked shut, leaving me alone with my racing thoughts. Why did this feel like more than just an awkward mishap? I'd seen him shirtless plenty of times, but this reversal exposed more than skin. It felt like it peeled back layers of our unspoken dynamic. That evening, the apartment hummed with tension. Oliver ordered takeout as usual, but he avoided eye contact, fiddling with his phone while we ate on the couch. I tried to laugh it off. "Dude, it's no big deal. We're guys. Stuff happens." He forced a chuckle, but it didn't reach his eyes. "Yeah, totally. Just caught me off guard. That's all." But as the night wore on, the silence grew heavier. Finally, during a commercial break in our favorite show, he set down his beer and looked at me. "Alex, can I ask you something? And don't get weird about it." My stomach twisted. "Sure, what's up?" He hesitated, rubbing the back of his neck. Have you ever thought about me like that?" The question hung in the air like smoke. I froze, fork midway to my mouth. Oliver knew I was gay. I'd come out to him years ago, and he'd been supportive, slapping me on the back and saying it changed nothing. But this probed deeper into territory we'd never ventured. I set my food down, choosing my words carefully. "Oliver, you're my best friend. Yeah, I've had feelings, but I respect you're straight. It's not like I'd ever push anything." His face softened, but there was a flicker of something. Confusion? Curiosity? He nodded slowly. "I get it. It's just, seeing you like that today, it made me think. About us. About what friendship means." That conversation opened a floodgate. Over the next few days, our talks grew more intimate. Oliver shared stories from his past. Growing up in a conservative family in Texas, where his dad preached traditional values and his mom prayed for him to find a nice girl. He'd always played the part, but lately his dates felt empty. It's like I'm going through the motions, he confessed one night over whiskey. What if there's more to it? I listened, my heart aching with hope and fear. Was this the start of something? Or just a straight guy processing an awkward moment? Society's shadows loomed large. At work, I overheard colleagues joking about bromance turning gay, their laughs laced with discomfort. Oliver's friends ribbed him about our close bond, calling us the odd couple. One evening, at a bar with our mutual pals, someone teased, "You two are basically married." Oliver laughed it off, but later, in the cab home, he was quiet. "Does that bother you?" I asked. He shrugged. "Nah, but it makes me wonder what people think." As weeks passed, the incident faded, but our connection deepened. We spent more time together, sharing dreams and fears. Oliver started questioning his own identity, reading articles online about fluidity. What if sexuality isn't black and white? He mused. I encouraged him, but inside, doubt gnawed at me. Was I influencing him? Society screamed that straight men didn't just switch teams. Friends whispered warnings. Don't get your hopes up, Alex. He's probably just confused. One night, after a movie where the leads grappled with forbidden love, Oliver turned to me. Alex, I think I feel something for you. More than friends. My world tilted. Joy surged, but so did terror. What if this ruined everything? The confession hung between us like a fragile bridge. One wrong step and it could collapse. I stared at Oliver, his eyes earnest in the dim light of our living room lamp. What do you mean? I asked, my voice barely above a whisper, afraid to shatter the moment. He ran a hand through his hair, a habit when he was nervous. I don't know exactly, but since that day, I've been thinking about you differently. Scary, man. I've always been the straight guy, the one who dates cheerleaders and talks sports. But with you, it feels real. We talked until dawn, dissecting his feelings. Oliver admitted he'd never considered men before, but our bond made him question the labels he'd worn like armor. My family would freak, he said, voice cracking. Dad still thinks being gay is a choice, something you can pray away. I shared my own coming-out story, the rejection from old friends, the isolation before finding acceptance in college. It's not easy, I told him, but hiding who you are is worse. In the days that followed, our dynamic shifted subtly. Touches lingered. A hand on the shoulder, a hug that lasted longer. No kisses, no rushed intimacy. It was emotional first, a slow burn that built tension. But society didn't make it easy. At a company party, Oliver introduced me as his roommate, but a coworker raised an eyebrow. You two seem close. Like, really close. Oliver bristled, deflecting with a joke, but later, he vented. Why does everything have to be labeled? Can't we just be us? Conflicts arose from unexpected places. Oliver's sister, Emily, visited from Texas, her southern drawl filling the apartment with stories of home. She noticed our closeness immediately. Ollie, you're different around Alex. Everything okay? He brushed it off, but she cornered me in the kitchen. Look, I love my brother, but if you're leading him on. Her words stung, implying I was the predator, the one corrupting the straight boy. I defended us, but doubt crept in. Was I? Meanwhile, my own friends weighed in. My buddy Jake, openly gay and cynical from past heartbreaks, warned me over coffee. Straight guys experiment, Alex. Then they go back to their safe lives. Don't invest too much. His words echoed societal tropes, the curious hetero who dabbles and leaves destruction. I pushed back, insisting Oliver was genuine, but the seed of uncertainty took root. As our feelings deepened, so did the drama. Oliver decided to test the waters, suggesting we go on a date disguised as a guy's night out. We chose a quiet Italian restaurant in Wrigleyville, sharing pasta and laughs. For a moment, it felt perfect. But as we left, hand brushing hand, a group of rowdy guys catcalled. Look at the lovebirds, one sneered. Oliver tensed, pulling away. Ignore them, I said. But the incident shook him. Back home, he paced. What if this gets out? My job, my family, They expect the straight Oliver. The pressure built. Oliver's dad called one evening, pressuring him about settling down. When are you bringing home a girl, son? Time's ticking. Oliver hung up, frustrated, and turned to me for comfort. In that vulnerability, we shared our first real embrace, not as friends, but as something more. His arms around me felt like home, but the world outside threatened to tear it apart. Social media amplified the conflicts. Oliver scrolled through posts about straight baiting, articles debating if bisexuality was real or a phase. One night, he showed me a forum thread. Can a straight man fall for his gay friend? The comments were brutal, some supportive, others dismissive, calling it confusion or worse. It's making me question everything, he admitted. I held his hand, reassuring him, but inside, I worried. What if he backed out? Then came the first major clash. Oliver's ex-girlfriend, Sarah, texted him out of the blue, wanting to reconnect. She was the picture-perfect match, blonde, ambitious, everything his family approved. He told me about it honestly, but jealousy flared in me. Are you going to meet her? I asked, trying to sound casual. He hesitated. Maybe, to see if these feelings for you are real. Felt like a punch. Was I just a test? We argued that night, voices raised for the first time. If you're not sure, then what are we doing? I demanded. He shot back. I'm trying, Alex. This isn't easy for me. Tears stung my eyes as I stormed to my room. The next day he apologized, flowers in hand. A cliché, but sincere. I canceled on Sarah. I want to figure this out with you. Relief washed over me, but the incident highlighted the fragility. As months ticked by, our relationship evolved amid societal pushback. At a pride event I dragged him to, he held my hand tentatively, but flinched at stares. I feel exposed, he confessed. I understood. Coming out wasn't a one-time event, but a series of battles. Friends divided. Some cheered us on, others distanced themselves, whispering about converting Oliver. The high point came during a weekend getaway to Lake Michigan. Away from the city, we talked freely, dreaming of a future. I think I'm falling for you, Oliver said under the stars. My heart soared, but reality intruded upon return. A leaked photo from the trip, posted by a mutual friend, sparked rumors at his work. His boss pulled him aside. Keep personal stuff private, Oliver. Image matters. The subtle homophobia cut deep. Tensions escalated when Oliver's parents announced a visit. Panic set in. We have to act normal, he pleaded. I agreed, but it hurt. Like hiding in the closet again. The visit was a minefield. His dad's offhand jokes about those liberals in Chicago. His mom's questions about my girlfriend. Oliver deflected masterfully, but the strain showed. After they left, he broke down. I can't lie to them forever. The parental visit lingered like a storm cloud, forcing us to confront the elephant in the room. Coming out. Oliver wrestled with it daily, pacing our apartment as he rehearsed conversations in his head. What if they disown me? He asked, voice trembling. I pulled him close, offering comfort, but my own fears bubbled up. I'd faced rejection before, but watching him suffer amplified it. We'll face it together, I promised, though doubt whispered otherwise. Society's judgments intensified. At a neighborhood block party, a nosy neighbor commented, You boys are always together, planning to tie the knot. Her tone was light, but the implication heavy. Oliver laughed it off, but later he vented. Why does our relationship have to be public fodder? I nodded, recalling online debates about queerbaiting in media, straight actors playing gay roles for acclaim, then retreating. Was Oliver doing that in real life? A turning point came when Oliver attended his first LGBTQ support group with me. The stories shared, heartbreaks, triumphs, resonated with him. One man spoke of leaving his straight life for authenticity, mirroring Oliver's struggle. It gives me hope, he said afterward, but hope clashed with reality. His promotion at work hinged on fitting the company culture, code for straight and traditional. Colleagues gossiped, one even warning him, Don't let personal choices derail your career. Family ties strained further. Emily called, suspicious after the visit. Ollie, Mom thinks something's up with you and Alex. He downplayed it, but she pressed. If you're gay or bi, it's okay. But be honest. Her support surprised him, a crack in the family's conservative facade. Emboldened, Oliver confided in her fully. She listened, then advised caution. Dad won't take it well. Give him time. The call ended on a positive note, but it ignited a fire. Inspired, Oliver suggested we define our relationship. Boyfriends? He proposed shyly. I agreed, joy bubbling, but with caveats. Only if you're sure. We celebrated quietly, cooking dinner and toasting to us. Yet, external pressures mounted. A viral news story about a straight man turning gay sparked debates in our circle. Friends argued, sexuality is fluid, versus, it's just a phase. Oliver defended us passionately, but the scrutiny wore him down. The biggest conflict erupted at a friend's wedding. Surrounded by happy couples, Oliver introduced me as his partner for the first time publicly. Reactions varied, cheers from some, awkward silences from others. His old college buddy, Mike, pulled him aside. Dude, you're straight. This is a mistake. Oliver snapped back. You don't get to decide that. The exchange escalated into a heated argument, ending with Mike storming off. Back home, Oliver was shaken. What if he's right? What if I'm fooling myself? I reassured him, but the doubt infected me too. That night, we talked rawly about our fears. I don't want to lose you, I admitted. He echoed the sentiment, pulling me into a hug. But the incident highlighted societal divides. Acceptance in bubbles like Chicago's queer scene, rejection elsewhere. As summer faded, Oliver decided to confront his parents via video call. I sat off camera, heart pounding. He started casually, then dove in. Mom, Dad, I'm in a relationship with Alex. Silence stretched. His dad exploded. What? This is nonsense. You've been brainwashed. His mom cried, pleading, think about your future. The call ended in tears. Oliver devastated. They hate me, he sobbed. I held him through the night, but resentment brewed. Why did love have to be a battle? Days later, his dad emailed a lengthy rant about traditional values and sin. Oliver replied firmly, defending our love, but the rift widened. Emily mediated, urging patience, but progress was slow. Amid the turmoil, moments of beauty shone. A quiet picnic in Grant Park, hands intertwined, felt defiant. Oliver whispered, you're worth it. But work added fuel. His boss demoted a gay colleague subtly, citing team fit. Oliver spoke up in a meeting advocating inclusivity, earning respect from some, glares from others. Social media became a double-edged sword. Oliver posted a subtle photo of us, captioned best days with my best person. Likes poured in, but trolls attacked, fake gay for attention. He deleted it, frustrated. Why can't people mind their business? The drama peaked when Sarah reappeared, showing up at our door unannounced. I heard about you too, she said, eyes on Oliver. Is it true? He confirmed, but she pressed, you're throwing away a normal life. Her words echoed his family's, stirring old doubts. After she left, Oliver confessed temptation. Part of me wonders if it's easier to go back. Hurt. I lashed out. Then go. Don't string me along. The fight was brutal, words like daggers. He stormed out, leaving me alone with regrets. Hours later, he returned, apologetic. I don't want easy. I want you. We reconciled, stronger, but the scars remained. As fall approached, acceptance trickled in. His mom called, softer. I don't understand, but I love you. It was a start. Society's conflicts persisted, but our bond endured, a testament to choice over convention. Yet, questions lingered. Was this sustainable? With his mom's tentative olive branch, Oliver clung to hope, but his dad's silence was a gaping wound. We navigated the aftermath carefully, focusing on small victories. A double date with accepting friends felt normal, laughter easing the tension. But beneath it, Societal undercurrents swirled. News of anti-LGBTQ bills in states like Texas reminded Oliver of Holmes' hostility. Professional repercussions loomed. Oliver's firm hosted a diversity seminar. Ironic given the whispers about his lifestyle. He volunteered to speak, sharing his journey anonymously at first, then owning it. Applause followed, but backlash too. An anonymous email calling him distracted. He brushed it off, but paranoia set in. What if this costs me my job? I supported him, but worried about our financial stability. Personal growth marked this phase. Oliver explored therapy, unpacking internalized homophobia from his upbringing. I was taught love looks one way, he shared. Sessions helped, but unearthed pain. Memories of his dad mocking gay neighbors. I attended a few, confronting my insecurities about being the gay one in the relationship. Conflicts with friends persisted. Mike apologized half-heartedly via text, but the friendship frayed. Others rallied, like Jake, who admitted, I was wrong. You two are real. But a group outing turned sour when a stranger overheard our story and debated, straight guys don't change. It's biology. Oliver engaged calmly, but the encounter exhausted him. A controversial twist came when Oliver's company offered relocation to New York. Better pay, but a fresh start. We could escape the judgment here, he suggested. Excitement mixed with fear. Leaving meant uprooting my freelance network. We debated pros and cons, the decision straining us. Is this running away? I asked. He insisted no, but doubt lingered. Family drama reignited during Thanksgiving. Oliver's parents invited him home. Alone. They said no plus ones. He told me, hurt. I encouraged him to go stand his ground. He did, confronting his dad face to face. This is who I am, he declared. Arguments ensued, but his mom mediated, leading to a grudging truce. We need time. Oliver returned changed, resolute. Back in Chicago, we celebrated privately, but external forces intruded. A local news story about conversion therapy, survivors hit close. Oliver's cousin had undergone it. He reached out, offering support which deepened his commitment to authenticity. Romantic tensions arose too. As feelings solidified, physical boundaries blurred. Not explicit but intimate moments tested resolve. Oliver pulled back once, confessing, I'm scared of messing up. I reassured him, emphasizing emotional connection over rush. The high drama unfolded at a holiday party. Oliver's boss, tipsy, made a snide remark. Didn't peg you for the rainbow type. Oliver called him out, sparking a scene. The next day, HR involved, but support from colleagues turned the tide. His boss apologized. It was empowering but risky. Socially, we faced a backlash from Oliver's extended family. An aunt posted online, praying for my nephew, lost in sin. Comments poured in, dividing relatives. Oliver responded publicly, love isn't sin. The post went viral in our circles, garnering support but also hate mail. You're confusing kids, one read. Amid chaos, we found solace in community. Joining a LGBTQ hiking group, we met couples with similar stories, straight partners discovering fluidity. It's more common than you think, one shared. It normalized us, but sparked debate. Was fluidity real, or societal pressure? A pivotal moment came when I received a job offer in San Francisco, lucrative, but cross-country. Roles reversed. Now I tempted relocation. What about us? Oliver asked. We weighed options, the choice symbolizing commitment. Ultimately, we decided together. Stay in Chicago, build here. As winter set in, reconciliation with his dad began. A surprise call. Son, I don't agree, but your family. It wasn't full acceptance, but a step. Oliver wept with relief. Yet questions persisted. Friends debated our story at gatherings. Can environment change orientation? Oliver argued nurture over nature, but science articles muddied waters. One evening, over wine, we reflected. We've come far, I said. He nodded, but shadows remained. The climax built to a proposal, not marriage but cohabitation upgrade. Buying a house. Symbolic, it represented permanence. But financing revealed disparities. My freelance instability versus his steady job. Arguments flared. Are we ready? But we pushed through, signing papers amid cheers from allies. Society's final jab came via a podcast interview opportunity. A host wanted our straight-to-gay tale. We declined, wary of exploitation, but it ignited internal debate. Share to help others or protect privacy? In quiet moments, love prevailed. A snowy walk, hand in hand, felt defiant. No regrets, Oliver whispered. But as highs peaked, so did the realization. Our journey was ongoing, fraught with choices. With the house keys in hand, our new chapter felt tangible. A cozy brownstone in Lincoln Park, symbolizing stability amid storms. But moving unearthed old boxes, literal and metaphorical. Oliver found letters from his exes, stirring nostalgia. Remember when life was simpler? He mused. I nodded, but jealousy pricked. Do you miss it? He shook his head firmly. No, this is better. Settling in, neighborhood dynamics tested us. Welcoming at first, but a block association meeting revealed undercurrents. A resident quipped, diversity is great, but keep it family-friendly. Oliver challenged, love is family. The exchange divided the group, some applauding, others withdrawing invitations. Professional lives stabilized. Oliver's advocacy earned him a diversity role at work, turning adversity to advantage. I landed steady clients, designing for LGBTQ causes. But success bred envy. Anonymous online attacks. He's faking for promotion. Oliver ignored, but it chipped at confidence. Family healing progressed slowly. His dad visited, awkward but civil. Over dinner, he asked questions. How did this happen? Oliver explained patiently, emphasizing choice and happiness. By visit's end, a hug replaced handshake, a milestone. Yet, broader societal clashes persisted. Election season amplified debates on LGBTQ rights, with Oliver's home state pushing restrictive laws. He volunteered for campaigns, dragging me along. We can't be silent, he insisted. Exhausting but bonding. A controversial incident arose when Oliver's story leaked to a local blog via a friend. Headline Straight Man Turns Gay, Myth or Reality? It sparked fury. Comments ranged from inspirational to accusatory. He's bi, always was. Oliver sued for privacy but damage done. We hunkered down, support from community buffering the hate. Emotionally, we hit walls. Oliver confessed lingering doubts during therapy. What if it's a phase? The therapist probed, uncovering fears of abandonment. I shared my own. Am I enough? Sessions strengthened us, turning vulnerabilities to pillars. Friends' weddings highlighted contrasts. At one, we danced openly, but whispers followed. Mike, attending, approached. I was wrong. Happy for you. Reconciliation mended old wounds. As spring bloomed, a crisis struck. Oliver's mom fell ill, requiring his presence in Texas. Alone there, surrounded by conservative kin, pressures mounted. Calls home were tense. They keep asking about fixing this. I feared regression, but he returned steadfast. I chose you. The ultimate test came at a family reunion. Oliver brought me defying norms. Tensions boiled. Uncles debated scripture. Aunts prayed silently. But Emily defended. Love wins. A cousin came out inspired, shifting dynamics. His dad, cornered, admitted, I don't understand, but I see you're happy. Back home, we reflected on the journey, from that naked mishap to this resilient bond. Conflicts shaped us, society's judgments forging strength. Oliver evolved from straight archetype to fluid lover, challenging norms. In quiet evenings, we pondered. Had the incident been the catalyst, or inevitable? Friends debated endlessly, some claiming environment influences orientation, others insisting innate. Our story, fraught with drama, logic, and choices, ended not in fairy tale bliss, but real-world complexity. We thrived, but scars reminded of battles.